Yes, every day. Every day the investors come in. So there are different categories. There's someone who bought for investment and maybe they are not getting the return they want. So the project is complete, but the return is not the expectation.
Yes.
So you have to support that.
The other one that I had you speak
Cascadia.
about. Cascadia.
Yes.
Where is that one? Is that also in the Two Rivers?
Yeah, you see it on the Meru Road as you approach Rosrin.
From that other side.
Yes.
So that's the one. Okay, now explain to me what, and I like the fact that stories have ups and downs, but I want to hear what are the challenges, because it's not an elephant project. It's just a project which is having challenges.
So we've had all manner of experiences, good, frat, and other experiences. In Vipingo, we finished the projects ahead of time. But when we went, we thought we'd start with the industrial, which wasn't a success. We ended up pivoting to residential, then went back to industrial. In Two Rivers, we did the project. Some we finished on time, like Riverbank, others rightly within time, like Croft. But the others that are behind, the Cascadia and Mzizi. So there the capital requirement is quite intensive and the construction requirements were many. So those are not problems you can just wake up and resolve.
How many, it's an apartment complex?
It's a 400 unit apartment complex. So it's a 5 billion project. Yeah.
Studio, one bedroom?
1, 2, and 3 bedroom units.
Okay.
Yeah.
And of course you've got people who've pre-bought.
Yes.
So you haven't gotten enough investors for the project to kick off. Is that what it is?
No, it's substantially sold.
Oh, okay.
But you see payments are made based on milestone and some are mortgages. So initially we didn't fund it by a debt, but now we have resolved the issue. So we've gotten financing and we are facing the completion. But it's taken us time to resolve the issue. So that we've sort of gotten a lesson that not everything will go according to plan, and some issues can't just be resolved. They may take time.
And I have to ask this as an investor, of course not as an investor. I'm thinking about the investor who's watching this, because there have been projects, and I'm not going to name them, not from the Two Rivers, not from Centum RE, but other what do you call these guys, developers, who've taken investors' monies and not built what was promised. So that, of course, makes the market scared when there's a delay.
Yes.
You get? So first and foremost, are you saying that this is a delay and not a exit?
No, you see, Centum RE is a business that will carry on for many years, and it's been there for 57 years. The company was set up in 1967, and it's done 2,000 units across East Africa, and finished. So this is a timing issue to complete. But even then, the investors who came in early were buying one bed for 8.2. Now it's 9.9. So they have also made some very uplift, though they have not paid in full. So it was just a delay arising out of contractor and financing. But now that we've resolved. So this year, one of the projects we finished is Cascadia. Mzizi was funded by IFC.
Oh, nice.
So this year we also finished that. And then as we carry on, I think in future we may have another issue and another one, but we'll just resolve them using the experiences you run across.
And this is now more so from a leadership perspective. Confrontation is part of the mantle that comes with leadership, and that I had to learn the hard way. What I mean by that is, so for example, from you, investors coming. You get? Do they come to you and be like, what's going on at this project?
Yes, every day. Every day the investors come in. So there are different categories. There's someone who bought for investment and maybe they are not getting the return they want. So the project is complete, but the return is not the expectation. So you have to support that. There's someone who bought and they want to do equity release, and maybe the bank processes are not moving as fast as they should. So they want to release money out of the unit they paid. You have to deal with that. So our engagement with the investors, they are the ones who have bought and the project is not complete. They are those who have bought and they have gotten a tenant who has specific requirements and enhancements, some which you cannot allow. So you have to have difficult conversations with customers throughout. The other projects you finish and titles take time to complete. Perfection of security, registration of documents. So also those, you have to interact with customers. If you start business, you must be prepared to have customers come to you with additional concerns. It depends on your customer service and the relationship you've created with them. So I often have those difficult, tough conversations, but you can't confront a customer, you have to listen.
Yeah, when you came here, you shared with me, and I just want to put this on the screen, a quick one. You shared with me this book, Centum RE State Integrated Report 2024.
Yes.
So is this something that you guys create for your investors? Of course, you're a public listed company. No,
we are a subsidiary of
a public listed company.
We have no requirement to produce that book. But because this story we've been sharing with customers, and they ask us, why don't you write it? So we decided to write our story there, the business part, and also put the financials. It's available on the website.
So this is available on your website
right now?
Yes.
So now you can understand Centum RE business, because we think this business will be there for a long time, and the housing need will continue to be there. So there's an opportunity for it to keep growing.
What's some of the due diligence a customer needs to do on you? If you are a customer of Centum RE for a project, what's some of the due diligence? What's some of the hard questions that they need to ask you in order for them to, just due diligence?
There are many. So maybe like 10 questions. So you start with land ownership. Do you have a title? If you have the title, are land rates paid? Do you have a certificate of rates clearance? Who owned the property before you did? So you have to ask all those questions. You ask your lawyers, and you get supporting documents. You do a search. You can even do another search to validate the same. You have to get to that level of diligence. You have to come to site. I advise you go on a rainy season.
Ooh, I like that. When the riparian, you really
when all things when the water tells you where the buildings are, you also need to go and see the highest. Just now, we are researching on the land, the ownership, and the unique characteristics of the location. So having understood real estate, I would advise you go and check physically if you have time. And if it's in a rainy season, that's the best time to go and check upstream. That is where it's on the higher side and the lower side, and what's happening around. Then it will tell you 5-10 years from today how this place will be.
Nice.
So there's the general understanding. Then there's approvals. Do you have a NEMA? Do you have a county? Are you allowed to build the levels you're talking about?
Yes.
Do you have a NCA? So there is that pack of approvals that you need to see.
And just say that again, because your title may be clean, good, and ready. But then now there's the building specifications for the area.
Yes.
So there's things that you can't and cannot do.
Yes. Okay. So you need to go and verify that those are there. It's good to ask, and at least you see them. Then there is the financing. How do you fund your projects? Do you have the financing right from banks? Do you have your own capital? How are you planning to do this project? Who are you doing with? What contractor are you using? So I tell you, you're using contractor X. You may ask someone to just check what contractor X has done. Are they in a position to finish? Then how are you handling your supply chain? Especially, are you importing anything? When will those things be on site? Where is the market? Who is the tenant? This thing you're selling to me as an investment, who will stay here? Because if you're buying as an investment, you need to understand who will stay here. So they need to show you demonstrably that I believe rent will be 60,000. Who? I will charge rent in dollars. From where? So you need to understand the market so that you're not surprised. Then the property management, how will they manage? Post-completion, will I come and manage it myself? Or is there someone to manage? What are the additional costs when I buy? Outside of paying the purchase price, what are the completion costs? What are the financing arrangements you have for me? Is there a circle? Is there a loan? Is there a bank? So there is a holistic checklist that you can tick, you say, from the market, because you're buying as an investor, from the market, from the title, from the financing, both mine and the company, from an execution who is building, where are they buying the finishes, so that you see them.
Yes.
You don't believe you'll have mahogany and then find something else on site. Then from utilities, is there power? Is there backup power? Is there water? Is there a sewer? So you get all those things. When they say there is a jogging track, have you seen it? When is it coming on stream? So you have a 20 thing that you check. It's good to check for your own comfort.
Yeah.
And then you can also price your house to reflect that work that you did.
Wow, that's a lot. It just sounds like get a lawyer and not a criminal lawyer to come and do this conveyancing work.
What questions will you ask the lawyer? If you've not done that work.
That's actually true.
Yeah.
I like what you're saying.
Yeah.
So what I'm also hearing you say is don't try to run away from the hard work that needs to be done when buying a house.
No, just do the work.
Just do the work.
Yeah.
Wow.
If anything went wrong, you can say I tried. You're not pinching yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whew. Okay. Thank you. You've explained the situation with that, and I'm glad to hear you say that your aim is to complete this year.
We must, yes.
You must.
Yes, we must complete.
Okay, and you've had it here you had it here loud and clear. So in this time, are you also working on other things? I've had a lady here called Mercy Mongela, and Mercy Mongela is the one who told me I need to have a conversation with you, and then one of your people also reached out, which I was very happy about.
Yes.
Because I was going to reach out.
Okay. Yeah.
Because she told me, no, there's a guy called Ken, you need to sit down with him. And I'm so grateful because your story is incredible. But the reason why I bring up Mercy Mongela is because she was involved in service.
Yeah.
Is that something you're also involved in?
Yeah, service, the construction was done by, the project management coordination was done by Athena Properties. By Athena transitioned to Centum RE in 2020.
Oh, and me have left you as deputy of Athena.
Then that I left, I went and became a GM in Vipingo. Then I became MD of Vipingo. I moved on.
So after MD of Vipingo, where did you go after that?
Then I came back to Centum RE as the chief operating officer. Then now the MD.
What's the difference in roles in the two?
So one, you had all the operational bits across East Africa. You deal with that.
Now as the CEO?
As the CEO.
Oh, CEO as chief operating officer?
Yes.
Wow, okay.
You do all that. Then now I eventually became the MD.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, you're asking about service.
Yes.
So the real estate side of service was done by us, including land acquisition, identification and acquisition. That one there in Kiamburu.
Yes.
Yeah.
You identified that land, feasibility study again?
We identified and the acquisition process was done. Then, of course, the school expert service and the rest did the feasibility. We managed the construction process, and a lady called Caro did an excellent job there, and Evans. And it was built within 1 year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That's heavy. So what are the projects then?
Continuously at any given time, we are doing phase 2 of all these projects. So we'll never stop. It's like asking...
Nairobi, how have you stopped growing?
Or even the factory, like a factory, Isuzu, Toyota, are you going to manufacture cars this year? So, or a shopkeeper, are you opening?
Yeah.
So we will continuously continue building homes.
And when does your second child come?
No, I have my second child already. They came in November last year.
Last year?
Yes.
Last year. But I feel like we're coming to a close. But before we do that, I want
there is so in can't remember, maybe 2021. I can't remember when.
Yeah.
But it's the time I had an opportunity to run to Rivers Mall operations. I was the GM
for Two Rivers Mall.
For Two Rivers Mall. Yeah, and it was taught me many things. But you used to get it filled up. So I got to utilize the training. Eventually came to
the one from Dubai.
Yes, I did it for a year also, and then moved on.
Two Rivers is still managed till to date by internal, which teams. I find incredible.
Yeah.
And were you also involved in the selling and trying to get tenant occupancy?
When I was there, when I was running it, yes, that's the core business of the mall person.
And what does that entail? Do you go and pitch to people?
So you have to identify the mall.
Yeah.
Then you say, why do people come to the shop? Yeah, there's a reason. They may come to Carrefour. They may come for shopping. They may come for entertainment. They may come to the cafeteria side. There are various reasons why they come. So you want to give them complementary reasons. So they come for shopping. They go to the restaurant.
That's true.
They pass by a jewelry shop. They pass by a baby shop. They go to the barber shop. They go to the beauty center. So you do a leasing strategy. Then you see, where are we strong? We are strong in this anchor tenant, but we are lacking this component. If I take my wife there and she's at Ashley's, what else can I be doing? If I take my kids there, if I go there for lunch with the kids, what else can they do? So the mall team will figure that out, and they see which other tenant, which other brand can we bring that draws people. Where are people going to?
Yeah.
What is attracting people? Where do they want to shop? And we don't have. Then you create that within your ecosystem, and you promote for people to come. And that's how your tenant make money, and that's how they pay you rent.
May I keep saying, the best, target me. I am the best target audience because I have 2 children.
Yes.
And every Sunday,
yeah,
these children need to go somewhere.
Yes.
So that is already, you're going to eat at least a good amount of thousands from me, not because of me, but because of these children. And and I say that because your play area works amazingly. I think there's a gap though in this country. Grass, a play area with grass,
yes,
would completely, and good food and activities for children.
And that the only person with space and land to do that is Two Rivers.
Yeah, that and another gap that I see in the market that I've never understood, where no one has bothered to do it, and maybe it's the cost, the capex needed for that, is a place for concerts to be done where at least 10,000 people can comfortably sit. That space doesn't exist.
Yes, that would be need to be outside or soundproofed or outside of Two Rivers. Now you have residencies. Yes. They will need peace of mind. So it needs to be a state-of-the-art facility that when people are there partying or having their fun, the noise does not interfere with the other, with the residents.
Okay.
But it's an opportunity.
We're going to come back and run with the final stretch. Arizona showed me the battery. We're changing batteries. We're coming back.
Okay.